stuck in life, you should aspire for more. Connect with others who desire to aspire for more. Reach for your goals. When you do, you allow yourself to aspire for more. Dr. Tammy is here to help you aspire for more. Aspire for more.
Hello everyone, how are you doing? Welcome to another episode and season of Journey Toward More, where we discuss topics to help you manifest more of what is for you, more of what you desire, more of what is aligned with who you are, more of what honors you on your journey toward more. I am your host, Dr. Tammy, and it is a pleasure to be here today. It's been a while, and I know that. So I am excited to be back and share with you what's going on and what is to come. So we are back. We're going to do this. Don't ask me why it took a minute to return. Okay, you can, and you'll find out as the season goes on. But I will say that, this time that I have between seasons that I've taken has been good, and it has really brought clarity on some things. And so I like to share some of that with you this season. I like to share some of my connections with you this season, and let's have some conversations. And so if you're listening to this in your car or on your job or just while you're cleaning, whenever you're listening to this, thank you. And know that you can always send me a comment, a DM. I'm on social media as Dr. Tammy Francis everywhere. And I appreciate you. If you're listening to this on YouTube, there's a comment box below. Definitely leave me a comment. I'd appreciate that. So one of the things that I want to talk about today, briefly, this is going to be a brief episode, is in deep water. Over the last 3 months between seasons, I've really had to admit that I have been in deep water. And I must say I've been in deep water even through season 1, even last year. But it's kind of culminating at this moment, even as I talk to you today. And sometimes you're in deep water. And if you think about that analogy, when you're in deep water, there's typically, you're not as close to the shore. You're not, you can't touch the bottom. You're unstable. You are just floating and hanging out and doing what you can to stay afloat. And that's where I've been. That's what I have been up to. And so today, I'm going to share a quote and just talk about it just briefly. In deep water, find your natural buoyancy. That's kind of what I really had to do. I realized that I couldn't touch the bottom. There was nowhere close to go. I was at times on my own in my journey, not meaning I couldn't share it, not meaning that there wasn't support for me, but there's some things you just can't tell everybody. Sometimes there's things you just can't tell anybody. Sometimes there's some things that you're grappling with that you don't understand yourself. So how can you tell somebody? And sometimes you just don't know what you need at that moment. And you feel like that. Not saying that that's true, but that's what we feel like. We feel like, I don't know what I need. I don't know how to go to the next step, move on. I just don't know. And we get that feeling when we're in deep water. We get that feeling when the situation or things are more difficult at that moment. We just don't know where to turn or what to do. And sometimes that's it. Sometimes that's what we need in order to figure out and learn about ourselves. And this show is about being self-aware and taking time to be self-aware. And sometimes that is absolutely true. And it forces us to do those things that make us self-aware, that make us tap into our own power, that make us harness it, really bring it to the surface and figure out where we fit in to this whole dynamic of the good, the bad, the ugly. And in deep water, I've found that you have to find your natural buoyancy. Like there's a natural way that you can navigate it, and there's a natural way that there's something in you that you have. When situations are not going well, when the situation looks bleak, we have to remember that we have everything we need in and for that moment, for that situation. And so sometimes it's just a matter of taking a deep breath and relaxing and know that we're going to float. Like, as long as you don't fight it, you're going to float and you're going to go with the flow. And in that, there's something either to learn or grow from. And I believe that in every situation. I'm either going to learn something that's going to help me for the next level, the next thing I'm embarking on, or I'm going to grow. And so sometimes you just need to take a breath and relax. When you're in trouble or in dangerous or in a vulnerable situation, you have to dig deep now, and we're going to talk about that later. But so you have to remain optimistic and expect it all to work out. It's about being expectant. And I think that's about mindset. That's about positive thoughts. I think what we think about, we bring about. So therefore, you have to stay in that space when things are, it's more important really to stay in that space when things are not going as well. Our attitude in those difficult times and situations often determines the outcome. So we have to just determine, how are we going to grow through this? How are we going to get through this? So one of the things that I've been doing is really finding out what is it that I have that I can use in this situation to make it better, to get through it, to grow through it. So I guess I'll leave you with this. Hang in there. Stay positive. Tap into what's inside of you. Be willing to float for a while. Like sometimes you just gotta be willing to float. Just lay back, relax, and float and see where the current takes you. Breathe and take each step along the way in stride. Like, don't fight it. Don't run from it. Don't crumble into it. Like, you're not going to give up and tap out, but tap into what's inside of you. Tap into what you have been given. I believe all of our experiences in our life, good, the bad, the ugly, prepares us for whatever's next. And whatever's coming for you, you're prepared for it. You can get through it. You just have to be willing to float sometimes. So that's my encouragement today. In deep water, find your natural buoyancy. We're humans. We float. It's natural. And I'll tell y'all, like, when it comes to swimming, I I think everyone under the sun has tried to teach me to swim. And I know there's more into this than I'm willing to discuss right now. Let's just be honest. Not going to be that transparent today, but I'm sure it'll come out. Just hang out with me. But my point is that several people have tried to teach me to swim. And one of the things that finally one person finally said, just stop. Just relax. Don't be so tense. And I'll show you what's going to happen. And what happened was I floated. Like, I'm not going to sink to the bottom. We're just not made like that. And, that doesn't happen unless you just intake water. And so you just float. If your nose and mouth is above water, just relax. And yes, I floated. But until that moment, I don't know what I thought about swimming and what was going to happen. Our brain kind of takes us in places sometimes that, and creates this story that's not real or true. And so maybe that was it. But I know when that happened, that changed things for me. So I just invite you to, in deep water, find your natural buoyancy. Tap into what you have. You have everything you need in and for that situation, what you're going through. And just remain aware and open to what's to come. Because it may not be what's happening to you. It's probably more so what's happening for you. So, thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you for taking time to listen to this episode of Journey Toward More. And if there's anything that I can do to help you on your journey along the way, because I have stories to tell, I have things that I have been through, gone through, and my platform is built around using what I have learned and grown through to help someone else on their journey. I am only as successful as the people I help. So if I can help you, please connect with me on social media. You can definitely find me any and everywhere. You can even go to my website and connect with me. Catalyst for Change, the number 4, catalystforchangeglobal.com, and connect with me there. And be sure that you check out Manifesting More, a playbook for planning and living on purpose. It's on Amazon. Grab your copy. We're coming, at the time of the recording, we're coming into a new year, a new decade. And so it's one of those things that you can use at any time of the year, and to help you get back on track. So check that out. A 90-day edition is coming out soon. One for college students and one just for you and I who want to just have a 90-day push to our next level, our next set of goals. And so look for those coming out. And if this is a while, if you know that you're seeing and hearing this, then it may be out already. So check that out. And I even have apparel, and so you can even get that. There'll be some holiday specials and deals coming soon. So go to bit.ly/C, the number 4, C4C apparel, C4C apparel, and check out what's there, and maybe grab you a shirt or something to inspire others to be a catalyst for change, not just in their community, but in the world. So, yeah, thank you all for being here, joining me today. I appreciate you. I'll see you on these internet streets, or hopefully in the next podcast. Thank you so much. Talk to you soon. Bye.
When you're feeling stuck in life, life, you should aspire for more. Connect with others who desire to aspire for more. Reach for your goals. When you do, you allow yourself to aspire for more. Dr. Tammy is here to help you aspire for more. When you believe in yourself, anything is possible. Believe in yourself, you'll get more. You should aspire for more. Aspire for more. You should aspire for more. You should aspire for more. When you believe in yourself,